Two will enter, one will win. Welcome to the fight. Welcome to the knockout.
Welcome to one and all. Welcome to episode 4 of the Knockout, where you have Superman versus, the last son of Krypton versus Thor, Lord of Sparkles. So, from Thor Ragnarok. So, anyway, today is going to be a fun round, I hope. Lady Fantastic was kind enough to join me. And I know from watching Comicgories, she will be a very tough and spirited opponent.
I'm gonna talk trash all the way down to the gutter.
Yeah, there's been a few stipulations between for some matches that we've had to do, and the one stipulation with this one is that Lady Fantastic has to stick to the movies and the comic books, because Thor exists in mythology outside of comic books, and since Superman only exists inside the comic books, it's not fair to dig upon those resources to make her case.
Yeah. So, I would also say that there's a contingency with Superman. I think it should be post-crisis Superman, because pre-crisis Superman, they basically suited his power to whatever the story called for. Like in pre-crisis, he sneezed and he knocked like galaxies out of the way, but that's really absurd. He actually had definitive power set post-crisis, but that's just my opinion. And if you need that, please, by all means.
Well, what does the chat think, since there are a few people here? Because I think that I'm not limiting Thor and from the comic books. Anything Thor, inside the comic books from the time he was created till now, can really be used. So, what does the chat think?
That's fair. And this is your show, so. Yeah.
Well, I'd hate to pull the host card and say, well, because it's my show, I get to rule. So, what does it? If anyone want to say in the chat, should I stick to post, or Superman, or should I have?
I think you should do it all. Run the gamut.
All right.
Run the gamut, dude.
Yeah. Okay.
It's only fair.
All right. So we will start like we usually do. Lady Fantastic will get the first opening statement. And then, I'll do mine, and then we'll get into the down and dirty. So why don't I let you have your say here? So.
All right. So this is a thing that I would say, like if I just had to give a one-word reason why Thor is the hog's balls, it's Odin Force. The Odin Force can basically do scientifically impossible things, like destroy Captain America's indestructible vibranium shield. The Odin Force is what powers the Destroyer, and that is magic. Man, what is a weakness of Superman? Is it why has Shazam been able to beat Superman? Is it because Superman has a weakness to magic? I think so, and I think that Thor is imbued with magic. That magic works through Mjolnir, a tool that can move faster than the speed of light. And when Thor's little paw is connected to it, he does as well. So I'd like to make the opening statement of saying Odin Force is a wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, magic counter attack to someone that basically turns to Jello when presented with a little sparkle magic. All right, that's it.
Thank you, Lady Fantastic. Well, simply put, there's only one Superman. Yes, he might be a little bit weak to magic, but every opponent, every superhero has a weakness. No one's absolutely perfect. So to say, Superman wouldn't be, or Superman's not perfect, is just, not hearsay in that regard. Superman is fueled by the sun. He literally has all the energy he would need to beat Thor. And he's also a lot faster than Thor. I mean, Thor might be able to move, when he's, holding on for dear life as he behind his hammer, but he doesn't have the powers that Superman has. He is limited in a way Superman is not. Pure and simple. He cannot do what Superman does. And well, like I said before, Superman might be weak to magic, but there's only one person that's ever been able to beat Superman, to kill him, and that was a guy that didn't have magic. Just saying. So that is my opening statement. I'm going to throw the ball back to Lady Fantastic to begin our sparring match.
All right. I feel like you're being a bit vague when you make statements like Thor can't do the things that Superman does. He can't be who he is. And I'm saying, like, I think you should provide evidence as, what do you think Superman can do that Thor couldn't? Now, I don't want you to answer that yet, but I would appreciate it as part of the response. Here's another thing that I feel like Thor kind of has the upper hand on. And so I'll speak like I already am speaking. Okay, so Thor deals on a day-to-day level with cosmic entities, whereas Superman is an alien from a planet with likewise creatures, so there's no real strength among them since it's all normalized. But when the alien gets on Earth, like, oh my god, he's so strong. Yeah, Superman can move planets, so can Thor. He destroyed a freaking planet when he was fighting with Beta Ray Bill the other day. All right? So, now, just as a testament to the cosmic entities, which, what cosmic entities has Superman fought lately? Yeah, Doomsday's a dick, but he's just like, he's not a cosmic entity. Here. Oh, man. Silver Surfer Black. That's Thor dealing with Silver Surfer. Okay. Could Superman beat Silver Surfer? All right, just think about that in your head. Oh my God, here's Thor as a Herald of Galactus. When you're imbued with the power cosmic by Galactus, do you think that Herald could be beaten by Superman? I'm just asking for a friend. When you have to fucking fight the Phoenix Force and you push its ass off, you actually knock him off. I mean, you kind of come to a draw, but you knock him off. That's strong, man. And you know what you do at the end of the day? You sit on the end of a rainbow bridge with your pops having a beer, and you said, hey, Dad, guess what I did today? I fucking kicked the Phoenix's ass. All right. Next,
huh? Okay. Well, as far as the distinction, like I said, the powers, like I said earlier, Stan Lee himself admitted he didn't want to create someone who could just fly. Thor, literally, like I said before, has to be towed around with his hammer that he threw. Superman can fly on his own accord. So it's like you get one shot with your hammer, and then he's down there on the ground. What you gonna do? And like I said before, Superman is not only fast, or he's not can fly, but he's super fast. How can Thor expect to win, magic or no magic, if he cannot land a punch? The hammer might be faster than the speed of light, but Thor himself is not.
So, oh, are you finished?
Well, I reached the end of a point, but I can definitely let you counter. What?
The floor is yours, sir.
But anyway, in Thor's, like I said, we were talking about weaknesses earlier in opening arguments. How about the fact that at the very beginning, I forget which issue it stopped when he was separated, but Thor couldn't be separated from his, hammer for longer than 90 seconds before he turned into a weak, I'm not sure if he was asthmatic or not, but alter ego, was it William Blake? Donald Blake, there we go. And how is the guy who needs a crutch supposed to defeat the Man of Steel? Even when Superman couldn't fly in his early history, he could still leap over tall buildings, stop locomotives, and had all this power. A human couldn't beat him, plain and simple.
All right. Let's talk about why Mjolnir's even around. Why do we have Mjolnir? I think it was because Thor was a bit ADD, had a shit ton of power, but he just liked going fisticuffs. He was that jerk that got in a bar brawl, ballroom blitz, something like that, man. So his dad got this fucking hammer and whispered to it and said, da-da-da-da-da, my son's grounded, so he's got to be worthy and, go to Earth, whatever. So what Odin, by bestowing Mjolnir upon Thor, Odin gave him a tool through which to focus his power. So really, what Mjolnir is Ritalin for the gods, essentially causing, because once he gets Mjolnir and Stormbreaker, he's basically able to focus the Odin force that has been passed to him and use magical thunder to kill a metric shit ton of enemies within a given radius. I mean, that's just the way it happens. And, what the thing is with Mjolnir, it's also like neutron star matter, and that shit's dense as hell. If you had a hammer, like an actual hammer that was made of neutron star matter, it has the density or the weight of like 300 billion elephants. That's heavy. But because it's magic, the laws of inertia don't apply to it. And that's why he can paw it and shoot through the speed of light, and the earth and every other fucking thing around it isn't pulled along with it. Also, Thor has the power to withstand. He could keep himself from going through a black hole. You need a lot of fucking suction. Black holes, they're tough. They got a lot of force. Just saying.
Yeah, Superman could hold Superman held a miniature black hole in his hands. Just saying. But I have a question. Does being worthy of the hammer mean like the effects of the magic would be lessened or not effective against the person? Do you think, in your opinion?
Say that again.
Well, like Captain America, was able to wield Mjolnir. Would he be able to withstand some of the power if the lightning struck him or something like that? That's kind of the question I asked. So,
okay, here's the thing. For Thor, it is like a spectacle, a pair of spectacles. So it helps him focus his power, and he uses it as a tool. But because Mjolnir is magical, it knows those that are worthy, and it will let anyone that has like the heart of a true Asgardian warrior, someone that is worthy will be able to pick it up with the lightness of a cane. That's the thing. So what it does for Thor, a god, is not necessarily what it does to Steve Rogers, a mortal with like super serum juice. Yeah. But anyways, I just kind of want to show you like a day at the office with Thor. This is just a day at the office. You know, he's
Mhm.
into a cat fight with Silver Surfer. I do not think Superman stands a chance against the Silver Surfer. And I mean, I just feel like, all right, I also feel that Superman's kind of a nice guy. And he's sort of one of those like friendly fighters. And he
Mhm.
wouldn't go all out because he's a gentleman, you know? And he'd kind of be like, all right, man, you're Thor. Let's just be cool. We're dudes. And I'm going to just give you maybe a 75%er. Thor is a dick, and Thor is very competitive, and he's gonna go. He may even kick you in the nuts. Depends on how drunk he is.
Well,
I feel like Thor would do it, man. I think he could take him out. Is he less powerful as just a dude, as just a brute god? He's not probably just straight man to man, but with his magic and his ability to focus the Odin force and use the projectile of thunder, dude, Superman's fucked. He's fucked.
well, as far as pulling punches, yeah, Superman might pull punches at the beginning because, yeah, he is like Batman. He has a code; he doesn't kill, and he knows how powerful he is, but he also knows when he can no longer play nice. Eventually, he started throwing all the power he had behind it, and it was enough to bring it, to bring down a monster. Now, you mentioned before how quick, Superman is, his speed, and if he can just dodge or move quicker before Thor, because like I said, the hammer might be magical and the lightning might be the tool that channels the power, but if Thor can only move so fast. The lightning might be able to move faster, but he can only move so fast. And if Superman truly is worthy, like I said, he can, grab a hold of the hammer before the lightning launches and pull it away. And then what do you have? You have Thor without, the tool to help channel his magic. Yes, he might still have power within him, and provided if Thor is like in Ragnarok where he can now shoot lightning himself. But other than that movie, I've never seen him channel thunder without the use of his hammer. Now, I had one final argument, like I said. Just say for the sake of argument that all of the magic within Thor rests in the hammer. Like I said, he needs the hammer to channel it. What if, for some reason, I need to move that so I can get to it. Like I said, say someone whispered something and his magical hammer is now no longer effective. Now you just have a strongest Asgardian, but still someone without the magic to help him. Superman has always been himself. He's never been lesser than what he is. Thor has been through his ups and downs, yes. He's up here now, but he has been to where he was no longer Thor. He was just a guy unworthy of a hammer. So.
All right. I think that you fail to appreciate that Mjolnir never lost its magic. It was Thor that lost his mojo.
Never.
And that happened. The heart of Jane Foster, basically, Mjolnir was drawn to it because that bitch was worthy. And so another thing, you said that something about Thor not being able to travel at the speed of light. Mjolnir can travel faster, and he can hold with that, and that's magic.
If he manages to throw it first, or swing it, or whatever, like I said, all he has to do is be able to faster than Thor.
That's magic.
But all he has to do is be faster than Thor. Like I said, Thor still has to use the hammer at his speed.
Okay, well, because Mjolnir can go faster than the speed of light, as well as Superman. I don't know how one would measure the delta in faster than faster than speed of light. I'm not sure we can record that, but I also know that Thor can manipulate matter around him. He can create different he can manipulate the atomic structure around him. I'm not sure if Superman has that capacity, but when you're talking about a cosmic entity that has an Odin force that is capable of keeping 9 realms aligned, while at the same time controlling a destroyer by whence you can like see kick anybody's ass with that, and you've got like a fucking neutron matters goddamn 300 billion pounds of elephants and in a fucking like hammer. I don't know, man. I don't see it happening for Clark Kent. He is an alien. Thor is a god.
Still an alien.
Magic kicks Superman's ass, as demonstrated by Shazam.
And Thor would be lost without his hammer. Like I said, he turned back into the wimpy, puny Donald Blake in that regard. But like I said, Superman can beat him, plain and simple, because Superman has fought gods before. He has won, you know.
Mjolnir's not the only weapon that Thor's used.
Maybe so, but like I said, Thor's still a god, and Superman can destroy, for, you know, quote phrase, I use the word destroy, you know, by the term beat, can beat a god. You mean, you think Darkseid here is just a pushover? You know, Mongo was just a pushover? These are cosmic beings that have been kicked around the playpen by Superman.
He's kicked aliens' asses, but not gods.
Darkseid's a god.
No,
Darkseid is the equivalent to Thanos.
And Thor missed the head.
And Thor's also knocked down Galactus.
Knocked down, but did he beat him up?
Well, I think like Galactus could do that to Superman, and Superman would get like a bloody nose and cry like a baby.
Well, Galactus obviously thought highly enough of him to make him a herald in one of the crossover things. So he was obviously worthy enough to be in his inner circle. But like I said, Darkseid's the equivalent of Thanos. You said so yourself. And, you know, Thor has been unable to beat Thanos. You know.
Who can kick a symbiote's ass with the fucking axe?
You know, a loud enough church bell could beat a symbiote's ass. Just saying.
Outer space.
Look at Amazing Spider-Man 300. A bell beats a symbiote's ass.
Dude.
Sorry, Rob. Movies in this argument count. It's only the mythology that's not allowed to count.
Okay, well then Batman killed Superman. So hello, Superman's not all that great now, is he?
I don't think I used any mythology not included within the Marvel canon.
I was just pointing out, or pointing to Rob saying that movies aren't the comic. Well, it's obviously good. You know, if Marvel uses it, it still counts. So, or makes the movie, it still counts. So, that was my argument.
Yeah, man. Frankly, I just believe that because Thor is a god, because he has the Odin force, which is a huge, a magical force that keeps this 9 realms aligned. That's kind of a big deal. And I think that if you have to like do that, and you got this little sentry, and you got this hammer that takes you at, you know, beyond measurable quantum, you know, units, you're kind of a big deal. And I think that you could probably, if you're having to kick like Silver Surfer's butt, Galactus's butt, Thanos's butt, if these are the guys, the Phoenix's butt that you're regularly having to deal with, I think that you've been around the block and Superman's just another punk. That's just what I think.
And really, Simeon, I disagree. The very fact that Superman can gain his energy, you know, by the solar radiation, you know, it's like, you know, solar panel. He's like, he can regain energy as needed. So he's like, never, like the Energizer Bunny, he just doesn't run out. So what did you say, Matt? Yeah. But what was I gonna say? I had a point for something. Oh yeah. Quick question. Can Thor breathe in space? Can he survive in the vacuum of space?
I think yes. I think in that comic, like it was just that comic. But as long as he's intact with Mjolnir,
But if he was separated,
I don't know. He's a god. Do you think Odin could live in space?
I don't think anyone can live really in space in the Marvel universe like that.
If they're a god, I say a god can probably transmute the whole need for oxygen thing, given that you're immortal. So I'm going to say yes. And I'm going to say that I don't even know if he needs to breathe since he's a god.
Well, I do know that Superman can hold his breath and all that with his iron lungs, so therefore he can survive in space. So if Thor, I don't think Thor can. So all it takes is one good punch to knock him into space. Because why else would they need the Rainbow Bridge to travel everywhere? Why can't they just go to the 9 realms, zipping all around? They need transportation, just like you need a plane to fly through the sky.
You know what kind of transportation that is?
Magic, but the Rainbow Bridge doesn't fight. Doesn't pack a punch like that.
I feel like basically it would be if he went to Asgard. If Superman went to Asgard, he would just come some little weak butt, just like Thor did on the moon in that little pocket where he dropped Mjolnir. Okay, because he's going to be so weakened by the presence of magic. I really do not see. Is Superman immortal?
No, but it takes an awful lot to kill him.
Well, okay. Well, Thor's not exactly immortal either, but
yeah.
And
so, if that was true, Unruly Simeon, then why can't Lex Luthor actually manage to kill him? It takes more than a glowing green rock. It takes more than an allergy to actually down someone. If all it took was a green rock, then Lex Luthor would have beat him a long, long, long time ago.
You know what I'd do if I was Thor? I would stick the destroyer on Superman. That would probably do like a doomsday to him, and then I'd come in with Thor and just Donkey Kong him with my hammer, do a little lightning pizzazz, and call it a day. Drink me a beer with my dad. And then go and do a real job where I have to actually kick some crazy, crazy cosmic ass. That's what I would do.
Interesting.
So, I think we should vote.
All right. Well, we can have our closing arguments then. I'll let you have your closing argument, lady, and then we'll have mine, and we'll wrap this up with a vote. So after you, Mrs. Lady.
I feel like the Odin Force is a huge, if not essential aspect to seeing Thor take down Supes. If Thor does not have that, if Thor is straight just the dude, he doesn't beat Supes. If it's just fist to fist, I say Supes is slightly stronger. But because he has this magic, he can take out Superman. I'm sorry, but that's why he's been so successful in, basically taking out, if not coming to a draw with some of these cosmic entities. How many dudes can wear a t-shirt saying, I knocked down Galactus? Not many. Like, maybe 10. So, and I'm just saying, I don't see Superman knocking down Galactus. I don't see, Shazam can take down Superman because Shazam uses magic. Why wouldn't that not be applied to Thor? He kicks ass, he drinks beer, and he has to deal with a lot of cosmic drama. I rest my case.
Okay. And Rob, that's totally uncalled for, bringing in Martha to it. Anyway, my case is like This is like a Superman Clash of the Titans. It's a Superman versus a god. We already know he can fight toe to toe with gods. Superman can fly by himself without the use of a hammer and a strap. Thor can't. And if we take the fight anywhere in the timeline, if he go back early enough, if Thor is separated from his hammer, he's the average human who cannot possibly defeat him. He's simply stronger because of the sun. Thor yes, he might have magic imbued in him, but he's not like he's saying a magic spell or whatever. It's magic combined with flesh, pure and simple. It's simple. It's not just magic on its own. Superman has his speed. His greatest asset in this regard is his speed. All he needs to do is move physically faster than Thor, and the hammer can be taken out of the equation because, holding up his arm and holding up like hammer away from Thor, he can't throw the hammer at Superman and all that. Superman has the endurance. He fought Doomsday, and like I said, Doomsday was fist and fist. Doomsday was bred to be the ultimate killing weapon. If you don't think that a creature that almost couldn't die, or in fact can't die because whatever kills it will bring it, he'll just be immune to that next time it comes back. Superman, his speed in this regard wins. All he does is just has to be faster than Thor. Thor's only chance of winning is to put Superman down quickly, because the longer this fight goes on, Superman will continue to be energized by the sun, given his power, whereas Thor will just tire out. He doesn't have that ability to draw in energy. Thor has to win, and has to win quickly, or he cannot. Pure and simple. I rest my case. So, give everyone 5 seconds to decide what they want to do, and I'll drop the vote, and I'll drop the vote line, and we'll decide who wins the Clash of the Titans. Well, thank you very much, Lady Fantastic, for joining me. This has been a lot of fun.
Yeah, I had a good time talking crap.
So vote now, everyone. So, but yeah, it's just a lot of fun. Just Superman was one of my favorites as a kid. I absolutely loved him. So it's always fun to see Superman and all that. And yeah, people bringing up, but kryptonite, and Rob with a Martha comment. It's like funny as hell. So it looks like one Thor, two Superman. So right now it seems like we're tied, 2 votes each. 3-2 in favor of Thor. Anyone else? I know we have a few more people in there.
Give it about a minute.
Yeah. Since we know our votes would tie each other, would cancel each other out. But yeah, definitely a lot of fun. But yeah, I definitely think that if you, like I said, later on in the comic books, Thor would have a lot better chance when he's no longer tied to his weaker half. But early on, definitely think it's a lot more of a fight.
I think Thor as like a Herald of Galactus, just like could really kick ass.
Yeah, come on, listen to Rob. 8 people in the chat vote, so looks like we still have.
Exercise your right.
Or lose it. No. All right, let's see. I see 1, 2, 3, 4 Thor. 1, 2 Superman. So whoever wins this match will go up against Batman in the second round, the way I have it structured. So it'd be awful fun to see how a god and godlike being, go up against Batman. Although it'd be really fun to see Batman versus Superman in the knockout. Gotta say, that'd be a lot of fun. I have a feeling we see a lot of movie references in that one.
There would be, but that's a part of the parameter that you set up.
Yeah, you're right, 84. In fact, I mentioned that Superman.
Is that is that in like a JLA Avengers or something?
I'm not sure. It was a crossover because I remember Superman flying next to the Fantastic Four on the cover, but I'm not sure. So, not 100% sure. So, all right, we'll give it about 30 more seconds, but it looks like it still stands 4-2 in favor of Thor. Make sure I get the vote right so far. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 1, 2. So, like I said, our 2 votes would cancel out, so it doesn't really matter. It'd just be 5-3. Still. But looks like it. But, all right.
Thank you very much for having me. I had a good time.
I hereby declare Thor the winner. Congratulations.
I mean, maybe not in real life, you know.
Yeah.
On any given day, I say, you know, any given day, you never know what's going to happen.
Yeah. But I'd like to personally thank everyone who has been in the chat. This has definitely been the busiest and most present maze in the knockout maze, just because the two characters are going back to back. Maybe it's because this time I actually promoted it a little bit better. But definitely, I mean, like I said, I think it's mainly just the contestants, Thor and Superman. Everything's like a clear favorite, kind of like Batman versus the Punisher. So
it's a tough one, man. It's really a tough one.
Yeah.
Because Thor can be really immature, and I think that his immaturity works to his disadvantage.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm always thinking of like the Avengers and Thor himself. Just like Thor himself seems to me like his own. Even when he's more humble, he's still, he can be like I said, a simple amount of thing.
Sure.
I should have gone for the head. It took him out, and he went out and got a beer gut because he just didn't go for the head.
Yeah, he's been through some shit. Hulk versus Groot.
Superman lost his whole world. Thor just lost, half his people. Not even as much.
All right. Let's put numbers on it.
Planet beats floating city. I've seen Asgard. Asgard is a snow globe without the thing.
Forgetting the other 8 realms.
Oh. Fine. Odin's a hoarder.
Yeah.
All right. So thank you very much for joining me, Lady Fantastic. You will go up against Kevin with Batman in round 2. So
Sweet.
You'll have plenty of time to relax or come up with an excellent argument on why a god should beat up a man.
All right. Well, I had fun. I really appreciate you having me on. And yeah, this was an exercise in goofiness for me. I had fun though. It was great.
Yeah. It's definitely been a lot of fun just to argue and all that. It gives you also gives you a chance to go, see what book I have?
Yeah. We're like professors, of our own like college. And we're like saying, well, actually. No.
Yeah.
All right.
Although I got one more question. I thought about this argument earlier, but I decided while we're doing it not to argue, going like, so Superman Thor might be good, but Superman never lost an arm.
But the one he gained is not bad. It is, it's part of the Destroyer arm. It's badass.
Yeah, I remember when I first saw that cover, I didn't know he lost an arm till then. I'm going, how the hell did he get a golden arm?
Gore was a jerk. I think. I can't remember. It's been a minute since I've read it. All right.
Thor needs Jenny Craig. You need to go to Subway, Thor.
Keto.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to bounce off of here.
Thank you again, everyone, for joining out. Thank you very much. Stay tuned for the next episode 5 of the Knockout. The Comic Collector will be joining me. We will be arguing Wolverine versus Black Panther. It'll be the battle of the metals.
It's tough. All right, sweet, man.
So, yeah. Take care, everyone. Until next time, happy collecting, and I'll see you guys later.
Be safe.
Be safe.